Welcome to this Tutor to You Sociology topic video on stratification and differentiation. In this video we're going to look at the relationship between life chances and ethnicity. Ethnicity has a significant impact on life chances, shaping various aspects of an individual's opportunities and outcomes throughout their life. In the UK, sociologists have conducted extensive research to understand how ethnicity affects education, employment, income, health and social mobility. In this video, we're going to look at some of the key findings of sociological research on the impact of ethnicity on life chances in the UK. Ethnicity plays a crucial role in educational attainment and experiences. Research indicates that students from different ethnic backgrounds face varying educational outcomes, influenced by factors such as socioeconomic status, teacher expectations, and discrimination. According to the Department for Education, students from Chinese and Indian backgrounds tend to perform well academically, outperforming their white British peers. In contrast, Black Caribbean and Pakistani students generally achieve lower academic results. Sociologists have explored how ethnic minorities experience the education system differently. Gilborn and Mirza highlighted the systemic racism and low expectations faced by black students, contributing to lower attainment and higher exclusion rates. Similarly, Strand showed that ethnic minority students, particularly Black and Pakistani boys, were disproportionately placed in lower academic sets and faced harsher disciplinary actions, which negatively affected their educational outcomes and future opportunities. Employment opportunities and outcomes are heavily influenced by ethnicity as well. Studies have shown that ethnic minorities in the UK face significant challenges in the labour market, including higher unemployment rates, lower wages and discrimination. Research by the Joseph Rowntree Foundation revealed that people from Black and Pakistani backgrounds are more likely to be unemployed compared to their white counterparts. When employed, they are often concentrated in low-paying, insecure jobs with limited prospects for advancement. The concept of the ethnic penalty illustrates how ethnic minorities face disadvantages in the labour market beyond what can be explained by their qualifications and experience. Heath and Chung found that ethnic minority candidates, even those with similar qualifications as their white peers, are less likely to be called for job interviews and hired for positions. This echoes the findings of Wood et al. In 2019. This discrimination perpetuates economic inequalities and limits life chances for those from ethnic minority backgrounds. Ethnic minorities in the UK experience significant income disparities compared to the white population. Research by the Resolution Foundation shows that households headed by Black, Pakistani and Bangladeshi individuals have lower average incomes and higher rates of poverty. These economic inequalities are compounded by factors such as lower educational attainment, employment discrimination and geographical concentration in deprived areas. Although in recent years, Bangladeshi pupils have increased in their educational performance and now outrank their white peers. Additionally, ethnic minority women face a double disadvantage due to the intersection of gender and ethnicity. According to the Fawcett Society, ethnic minority women experience wider pay gaps compared to white women and are more likely to be in part-time, low-paid work. These income disparities limit their ability to invest in education, healthcare and other resources that enhance their quality of life, thereby restricting their life chances. Health outcomes are another domain where ethnicity has a profound impact. Ethnic minorities in the UK often experience poorer health outcomes and face barriers to accessing healthcare services. The Marmot Review and subsequent reports highlight that people from Black, Pakistani and Bangladeshi backgrounds have higher rates of chronic diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease and mental health issues compared to the white population. Socioeconomic factors, discrimination and cultural barriers contribute to these health disparities. Research by the Health Foundation indicates that ethnic minorities are more likely to live in deprived areas with poor housing conditions, limited access to healthy food and higher levels of pollution, all of which can negatively affect health. Additionally, language barriers and cultural differences can hinder access to healthcare services, leading to delays in diagnosis and treatment. Ethnicity impacts on social mobility, with ethnic minorities facing unique barriers that hinder their upward movement in society. The Social Mobility Commission highlighted that while some ethnic groups such as Indian and Chinese individuals have higher rates of upward mobility, others, particularly Black, Pakistani and Bangladeshi individuals, experience significant barriers. Educational attainment, employment opportunities and socioeconomic status intersect to create a complex landscape of disadvantage for ethnic minorities. For example, even when ethnic minority students achieve educational success, they often face discrimination in the labour market, limiting their career progression and earnings. This persistent inequality underscores the importance of addressing ethnic disparities to improve social mobility and life chances. Pierre Bourdieu's concept of cultural capital is relevant in understanding how ethnicity impacts on life chances. Cultural capital refers to the non-financial social assets that promote social mobility, such as education, intellect, style of speech, and appearance. Ethnic minorities often possess different forms of cultural capital which may not always be recognised or valued by mainstream institutions. Research by Tariq Madood explores how ethnic minority families place a high value on education and invest significant resources in their children's academic success. However, these efforts are sometimes undermined by systemic biases and discrimination within the education system. Furthermore, ethnic minorities may lack the social networks and connections that facilitate access to higher status jobs, reinforcing economic and social inequality. To address the impact of ethnicity on life chances, various policy interventions have been implemented in the UK. These include initiatives aimed at promoting equality in education, employment and healthcare. For example, the Race Disparity Audit in 2017 by the UK government provided comprehensive data on ethnic inequalities across various sectors, highlighting areas where targeted action is needed. Policies promoting diversity and inclusion in the workplace, such as the Equality Act 2010, aimed to combat discrimination and improve employment outcomes for ethnic minorities. Additionally, initiatives like Aim Higher and Pupil Premium, which provided additional funding to schools to support disadvantaged students, many of whom came from ethnic minority backgrounds. Ethnicity significantly impacts life chances in the UK, influencing education, employment, income, health and social mobility. Sociological research highlights the systemic nature of ethnic inequalities and the complex interplay of factors that shape opportunities and outcomes for ethnic minorities. Addressing these disparities requires comprehensive policy interventions that tackle the root cause of ethnic inequality and promote a more equitable society. By providing access to quality education, employment opportunities and healthcare, and by challenging discrimination and systemic biases, it is possible to enhance life chances for all individuals regardless of their ethnicity. That concludes this Tutor to You Sociology topic video on stratification and differentiation, looking at life chances and ethnicity. Thanks for watching.